walk as we go along.
Which includes Dalai Lama temple. Means Dalai Lama he resides here. Careful there because there's a drain system. In the middle could be on the left side or right side.
Okay.
You gotta be careful
Yeah,
there.
watch
Okay?
where we walk.
Yeah, not lost in the mountains. Yeah, so careful. There is a stinging nettle in the village. You know what is stinging nettle?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it hurts so bad.
Okay.
So be careful. I'll show you a plant if I see one. Besides that, dogs. You might be a dog lover or not, I'm not sure. But there are lots of stray dogs, very happy, jolly, very friendly dogs. But I would suggest you not to respond them.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you do, they will spoil your clothes.
Okay.
Yes.
Jump up. Yeah.
Yes, they jump up on you.
Okay.
Right. And watch your steps everywhere.
Yes.
And people here, if you want to greet them, just say namaste. That's a Hindu way, Indian way, you just say namaste. If it's a Tibetan person, I mean there are a lot of Tibetan people living here, you just say tashi delek. Tashi delek.
Tashi Delek.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Tashi
Okay.
delek, it's easy. Tashi delek is a more a greeting, like an auspicious day, have an auspicious day, morning you can say. Yeah, that's it. And there's a lower part of it, a little bit of down there. We can see a little bit of it actually. That part, you see that?
Yep.
Yes,
Some
yeah.
buildings. That's called Dharamshala.
Well, that is
Oh, that is
Dharamshala. Yeah.
So, even from beginning time, it was known as lower part of Dharamshala and upper part even was known as Dharamshala. But when British were here, they named it McLeodganj, you know, for their own reasons.
Yes.
McLeodganj, it's a Scottish name.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
God,
you
yeah.
recall
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so while they were there, they named it McLeodganj. And that area that you see there, that's a military area. Since the British time, when they were here, they established their cantonment area there. That one there.
Yeah. Don't mind the tourists.
Not at all. It's a common thing. Besides that,
So our guide was just telling us that these are the traditional houses with the slate roofs. And where you see a missing tile is where the kitchen is, so there for the smoke to come out.
all people. The kitchen. On that part, the right side, that's where they sleep inside. Means the bedroom. This house is still in use. In modern time, these days, people are heavy earthquake, and the building was damaged. Half of the building, I mean.
Yeah.
And then they had to restore it once again. There's a one more famous story related to a bell which fell from the top in the floor and it was damaged. I mean, broken.
But yeah.
And then the second bell they brought from Whitechapel Bell Foundry. Have you heard about this place?
In London.
Yeah, they make
Yeah.
the best bells in the world, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so the second bell they brought, that was in 1915. So after 10 years, they
Yeah.
bought this second bell.
Yes.
And this installed it in the compound of the church.
Oh.
Now, when we go there, we would see that the bell is also sealed because there's another story behind it. There was some thief, they tried to steal it, but couldn't lift it due to its heavy weight. So they left it in the ground. And the next day, people found out that somebody made an attempt, so they sealed it.
Yes.
Since then, it is sealed. And but the good news is that the bell is still in use.
They still ring
Every
it,
Sunday,
yes.
yeah. He wanted to be buried here in these grounds. So behind the church is a monument of him,
And that's Elgin's son.
Algin's son.
Yeah.
He was Viceroy and Governor General of India.
So this is the tomb of Lord Elgin of Elgin Marbles. It's his son's tomb. He wanted to be buried here, age 52.
One is the street, that one, the right side, which leads you to Dalai Lama temple. And there's another street which leads you straight to Dharamshala, the lower part of
Oh, right.
this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
So mostly the tourists, they come here, they walk in the evening time in the market. The pastry here is quite famous. Indian tourists, they love it.
Right.
So we see a crowd of people here, girls and boys eating pastry every evening time. It's crowded really.
So this is the main entrance to the main monastery and a small museum that we're going to go into. This sort of shouting and what have you is actually the monks debating and learning how to debate. So the youngsters are, novices, and the slightly larger ones are, more experienced, with some older monks in there guiding them to their, how to debate, etc. I'm doing the Kora, which is walking around the Tibetan temple. It's traditional to walk around 3 times. So this is where we started our walk around the village earlier today. You see that telecoms tower in the background, that's where we started. And our hotel is somewhere behind that range there. I think these urinals have the best view in the world, probably. Look at that. Tour of a tree plantation, although it's shut. We're just having a look at the tea bushes, and we just heard about the interesting way of picking it, drying it, and sort of, under the 25 minutes in this process and that process and what have you until you finally get tea. But this is all organic tea and not something that the locals could possibly afford to drink or anything like that.
place that icon.
Design, yeah,
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
Could be icon of a, could be a picture of Buddha, could be a picture of other. But it just looks easy because you have just traced the design, but you need to make it darker. So therefore, they would use a little bit of paint there.
To go over it again. Yeah.
Yes. They have installed it in the temple, in the temple of Mount.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it, remember, do the usual stuff. Thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you want to, and we'll catch up with you shortly. Thanks a lot.